The rain hammered the terracotta roof like 1,000 tiny accusations, each drop echoing the fracture I'd felt building for months. I stood frozen in the doorway of our rented villa in Marbella, Spain, watching as London's silhouette blurred against the storm-lashed window. Her back turned, suitcase half-packed on the bed. "Alex, I can't keep pretending this is home," she whispered, her voice cracking like the thunder outside. And in that moment, I knew our 5 years of chasing sunsets and stability across the Atlantic were dissolving into the deluge. Lightning forked across the sky, illuminating the photo on the nightstand. Us, arms linked on a Barcelona beach, grinning like we'd conquered the world. But the world had other plans, and as London finally turned to face me, eyes red-rimmed, lips trembling, I realized the real storm wasn't outside at all. It started innocently enough, or at least that's what I told myself in the weeks that followed. London had landed that dream job transfer to Madrid. Some high-stakes consulting gig for an American firm expanding into Europe. "It's just 6 months, babe," she'd said over paella at our favorite spot in the old town, her hand squeezing mine under the table. "You'll hold down the fort here in Marbella with the villa, and I'll fly back weekends. Think of it as our adventure reboot." I nodded, forcing a smile, because how do you argue with ambition when it's wrapped in love? But ambition has a way of rewriting itineraries, and her weekends stretched into bi-weekly calls that grew shorter, terser, laced with exhaustion. The villa felt like a ghost ship after she left. Sun-drenched walls that once echoed with our laughter now amplified the silence. I was Alex Rivera, 35, a freelance graphic designer who traded Seattle's gray skies for Spain's golden haze 3 years ago, chasing the life we'd Pinterest-boarded in our early 30s. No kids, just us, 2 cats named Frida and Diego, and a garden that bloomed wilder than my unchecked anxieties. Work dried up too. Clients back home ghosted emails citing market shifts. Bills piled like unanswered texts from London. That's when Lily crashed into the void, quite literally. Our mutual friend from Seattle days, Lily Hayes, 28, had just wrapped a backpacking stint through Morocco and was soul-searching in Andalusia. She showed up unannounced one muggy afternoon, her beat-up Fiat sputtering up the drive, surfboard strapped to the roof like a declaration of chaos. Lily was all edges and fire, long black waves that she never bothered taming, olive skin kissed by too many suns, and eyes like polished obsidian that saw through your bullshit before you spoke it. She'd come out in college, lived loud and unapologetic, a photographer who chased light and stories across continents. "Heard through the grapevine you're solo in paradise," she grinned, hauling a duffel from the trunk. "Room for a stray?" I laughed, first real one in days, and pulled her into a hug that smelled of salt and sage. "Stray? Your family." Just like that, Lily moved into the guest room, her camera gear spilling across the kitchen table, her energy a balm on the villa's wounds. She didn't pry about London at first, just dove in, dragging me to the beach at dawn for swims that shocked the cobwebs from my lungs, teaching me to grill sardines over olive wood coals while she spun tales of Bedouin markets and starlit regrets. "Life's too short for still waters, Alex," she'd say, clinking her sangria glass to mine. "Stir the pot." And stir it she did. Mornings became rituals, her brewing strong coffee on the terrace, me sketching logos while Frida curled in her lap. Afternoons, we'd hike the Sierras, her lens capturing the wild thyme and jagged cliffs, me confessing fragments of the ache gnawing at me. "It's not just the distance," I admitted one evening, as we watched the sun dip into the sea from a cliffside path. "London's changing. Or maybe I am. These calls feel like check-ins, not checkups on us." Lily nodded, her silence a gentle anchor, then squeezed my shoulder. "Love evolves, Alex. Sometimes it molts. You're allowed to feel the itch." Nights were softer, more dangerous. We'd sprawl on the living room rug with vinyl spinning, Joni Mitchell's melancholy croon filling the air, and she'd trace constellations on my palm with her fingertip, stories tumbling out about her exes, the heartbreaks that honed her into this fierce, untethered woman. "I loved a violinist in Vienna once," she'd murmur, voice low. "She played me like a symphony, then vanished mid-crescendo. Taught me, hold loose or lose it all." I'd listen, mesmerized, the wine warming the spaces London used to fill. Lily never pushed, but her presence was a current, pulling me toward uncharted depths. By week 3, the villa hummed again. Lily fixed the leaky faucet I'd ignored, her toolkit a relic from her carpenter dad back in Portland. She even charmed the neighbors, old Senora Morales next door, who slipped us fresh figs and gossip about the town's hidden coves. My designs flowed freer. Inspired by Lily's photos, I landed a gig for a local winery, their labels blooming with sienna reds and azure blues. London called Les, her voicemails clipped. Swamped with meetings, love you, talk soon. But with Lily, every day unfurled like a secret. It was the full moon fiesta in town that cracked the facade. Marbella's streets pulsed with flamenco guitars and laughter, lanterns swaying like fireflies. Lily insisted we go. No moping on my watch. Dressing me in a flowy sundress I'd forgotten I owned, her own outfit a bohemian swirl of skirts and silver. We danced under the stars, her hand light on my waist during a spontaneous sardana, the crowd a blur of joy. Later, tipsy on Rebujito, we stumbled to a quiet plaza fountain, splashing water at each other until we collapsed in giggles. "You're glowing, Alex," she said, suddenly serious, her face inches from mine in the moonlight. Her breath was mint and mischief, eyes locking on mine with an intensity that stole the air. Not the polite kind, the real feral kind. London's got the empire. You deserve the wild. I pulled back, heart hammering. Lily, shoo. Her finger to my lips, soft as a promise. Just let it be tonight. We walked home in charged silence, the sea whispering warnings I ignored. The next morning, guilt crashed in with the tide. London texted. Flying in Friday, surprise. Miss you. Panic bloomed. What was I doing? Lily was a lifeline, not a detour. I buried myself in work, avoiding the terrace where her camera clicked away. But Lily sensed the shift, cornering me in the kitchen that evening, arms crossed like a sentinel. Talk to me, Alex. You're building walls faster than the Great One. I sighed, sliding her a plate of gazpacho. London's coming home. It's been a bubble. I can't complicate it. Her laugh was bitter, edged with something raw. Complicate? Or clarify? You've been half alive since she left, Alex. I'm not blind. The words hung sharp as shattered glass. I wanted to deny it, to cling to the vows etched in our Seattle courthouse, but truth clawed up. London's absences had carved hollows only Lily's light touched. It's not that simple, I whispered. She's my wife. And I'm your friend. Lily's voice softened, but her eyes stormed. The one who's here, holding the pieces while she builds her throne. Ask yourself, who's really gone? She stormed out to the beach, leaving me adrift. That night, sleep evaded. I replayed her words, the plaza's heat, the way her touch lingered like smoke. London arrived in a whirlwind, taxi screeching up at dusk, her arms laden with duty-free bags and that megawatt smile. Mid-30s like me, but polished. Blonde bob framing sharp features, yoga-toned in athleisure, the kind of woman who turned heads in boardrooms and beaches alike. Babe. She enveloped me in Chanel and exhaustion, kissing me deeply on the threshold. God, I've missed you. We tumbled into reunion mode. Dinner at a seaside churreria, her recounting Madrid conquests over fried churros, me nodding, laughing, the words sticking like sand. Lily joined us, gracious as ever. Great to see you, London. Alex has been the perfect host, But tension crackled, invisible tripwires under the table. That first night, with London asleep beside me, her snores a foreign rhythm, I slipped to the balcony. Lily was there, silhouetted against the waves, cigarette glowing like a fallen star. Can't sleep? She asked, not turning. Too much noise in my head. I leaned on the rail, the sea's roar a confessor. She exhaled smoke, slow and deliberate. She looks good on you, happy Alex. It's not that. My voice broke. It's everything. Lily stubbed out the cig, facing me fully. Moonlight carved her features, high cheekbones, full lips parted in quiet ache. Then what is it, Alex? Because from where I stand you're drowning in shoulds. And I'm the one throwing the rope. I reached for her hand, desperate for anchor. I don't know how to want you without breaking us all. Her grip tightened, thumb brushing my knuckles. Maybe breaking's the start of mending. And then, soft as sea mist, she leaned in, lips brushing mine in a kiss that tasted of salt and surrender. Time fractured. The world narrowed to her warmth, her whisper. I've been falling since the Fiat sputtered up your drive. I pulled away, gasping, the villa's lights blurring through tears. Lily, we can't. We already have. her eyes fierce and fragile. Question is, what now? Dawn brought clarity's cruel edge. London stirred early, brewing coffee with chatter about extensions. Madrid's electric. Maybe we relocate permanent? Oblivious to the fault lines snaking through our home. I played the part, but Lily's gaze across breakfast seared. A plea, a promise, a peril. The days blurred into a tense pas de trois. Outings to Rhonda's Bridges, where London snapped selfies and Lily captured candid shadows. Evenings of tapas and tequila. Laughter masking the undercurrent. But cracks widened. London noticed my distraction. You okay, love? Seem miles away. I'd blame jet lag, the heat, anything but the truth coiling in my chest. Lily withdrew, polite but distant, her camera aimed at horizons, not us. One afternoon while London napped, I found her on the garden bench sorting prints. Us mid-hike, laughing. Me alone by the fountain, eyes alive. These are magic, I said, sitting beside her. She didn't look up. You're magic. Don't let her dim it. Lily. No. Her voice steel-wrapped velvet. I won't be the other woman. I came here for you, not to steal scraps. If you choose her, I go. Clean break. The ultimatum landed like a wave's undertow. I fled to the studio, sketches turning frantic, lines of entangling vines, thorns drawing invisible blood. That night, over paella, London insisted on cooking, burnt rice and all. The air thickened. Lily excused herself early, claiming a headache. London raised a brow. She's intense, huh? Good energy for you while I was gone. She's been a godsend, I replied, fork scraping plate. Post-dinner, London pulled me to bed, hands roaming with familiar hunger. But as her lips found mine, Lily's ghost intervened, softer, searching. I stiffened. London paused. Alex? What's wrong? Nothing, tired. Lie after lie building the levee. It burst 2 nights later, under that relentless rain. I'd confronted Lily in the garden, demanding space to think. She nodded, hurt etching deeper lines. London, returning from a market run, caught the tail, our voices low but laced with lightning. She burst in, umbrella dripping, eyes narrowing at the charged space between us. What the hell's going on? Thunder rumbled punctuation. Lily bolted. Your fight, not mine. Leaving me to the deluge. London followed me inside, demands escalating. Is it her? Tell me, Alex, has she been? The floodgates opened. Words poured. Not the kiss but the drift, the silences, the way Lily had rekindled a fire London's absences banked. It's not about betrayal. It's about us fading. You left London not just physically. And she saw me. London's face crumpled. Not rage but devastation. I came back for you. Fought for us. And this. She gestured wildly, tears mingling with rain. Some Spanish fling? Not a fling. My voice raw. A mirror. Showing what we've lost. We argued through the storm, accusations of neglect, of clinging to illusions. I built this life for us, she cried. The moves, the jobs, all for stability. And I wanted the spark. I shot back. Not the blueprint. Lily hovered in the shadows, unseen witness until she couldn't. She emerged, soaked and resolute. Stop. Both of you. Her voice cut the chaos. This isn't about me. It's you too. Facing the rot or letting it fester. London world. You. Of course. Stirring the pot like you do. Lily flinched but held. I love her, London. Not to steal, to save. From the half-life you're both enduring. The admission hung seismic. London's eyes widened, then softened to sorrow. Love. God, what a mess we make of it. No blows, no screams, just exhaustion. London grabbed her keys. I need air. The beach. Don't follow. She left, door clicking like a full stop. Lily and I stood amid the wreckage, rain pattering accusations. I'm sorry, she whispered, stepping close. I crossed the line. No. I cupped her face, thumbs tracing damp cheeks. We both did. But maybe. That's the unexpected grace. We didn't kiss again, not then. Instead, we talked till dawn. Fears, dreams, the fragile art of choosing self amid love's labyrinth. London returned at sunrise, hollow-eyed but whole. Over coffee on the terrace, waves murmuring truce, we laid it bare. No villains, just humans fumbling light. I'm staying in Madrid, London said finally, voice steady. But not alone. We'll commute weekends, rebuild slow. If you want. I glanced at Lily, her nod a quiet yes. I want us, all of us, to breathe. No cages. She smiled, faint but real. Then let's try open air. Lily extended her stay, not as savior but sister in arms. Months unfolded. London and I navigating therapy via Zoom with a Barcelona counselor. Dates in Madrid that rediscovered laughter. Lily's photos became our chronicle, trio shots of hikes, sunsets, hands linked platonically. The unexpected? Not the kiss, but the betrayals bloom into honesty. Lily confessed her own wandering heart, packing for Portugal one crisp fall day. You've got this, Alex. Both of you. At the Fiat's farewell rumble, I hugged her fierce. You didn't just help, you healed. She winked, eyes misting. Unexpected, right? Friends who love hard enough to let go. London and I stand stronger now, villa walls echoing new stories. Spain's sun witnesses our reinvention, not perfect but profoundly ours. In the end, love's not possession. It's the courage to reflect each other's light, even when it blinds. The autumn equinox brought sirocco winds that whipped the almond groves into frenzy, mirroring the whirlwind reshaping our lives. It had been 2 months since the rain-soaked reckoning, and Marbella felt reborn, crisper air, shorter days that urged introspection like a gentle shove. London commuted faithfully now, her Madrid flat a pied a terre rather than prison, our weekends a deliberate dance of reconnection. No grand gestures, just quiet ones. Her learning to surf on dawn swells, me surprising her with playlists of old Seattle indie bands. We talked, really talked, about the drifts that distance had wrought, the unspoken resentments calcifying like sea salt on skin. Lily's absence left a hollow, but one we honored, not mourned. She'd texted from Lisbon, capturing azulejos and aching hearts. Missed the sardines, not the drama. I smiled at the screen, forwarding it to London, who replied with a laughing emoji and tell her she owes us a gallery show. It was tentative, this try-a-truce, Lily and London exchanging cautious emails about photo exhibits, me the bridge in the middle, grateful for the span. But peace, I've learned, is a jealous guardian. It demands vigilance. My designs flourished, a series for a Gibraltar boutique hotel earning raves and residuals. Yet success whispered doubts. Was I thriving in the echo of crisis, or truly anchored? One evening, as London and I strolled the promenade, palm fronds rustling like secrets, she voiced it first. Alex, that kiss. With Lily. Did it change how you see us? I stopped under a street lamp's glow, her face a map of vulnerability. It woke me up. Showed me we were sleepwalking. But you're my compass, London. Always were. She leaned in, forehead to mine. And you're my wild card. Let's not fold. Winter crept in soft, olive harvests dotting the hills with workers' songs. Holidays loomed, our first fractured ones. London's family in Chicago clamored for a visit. Mine in Portland echoed. We opted hybrid. Zoom toasts with eggnog, then a quiet noche buena in the villa, decked with fairy lights and Frida's tail swishing through tinsel. But mid-December, a curveball. Lily announced her return. Not as refugee, but artist in residence for a Marbella Gallery's queer photo series. 3 months, her email read. Neutral ground? London read it over my shoulder, breath hitching. Should we? Yes, I said firm. She's part of this mosaic now. Lily arrived on Solstice Eve, snow-dusted from a rare Sierra Nevada flake, arms full of port and prints. The hug was group London first, awkward then authentic. Water under the bridge? Lily quipped. More like sangria over ice, London countered, and laughter broke the ice. The residency ignited her. Dawn shoots in the old quarter, capturing trans elders in doorways, young lovers graffiti tagging alleys with hearts. I tagged along sometimes, my sketches complementing her frames. A collaboration born of that unexpected night. London joined evenings, her corporate eye sharpening pitches for Lily's show. It felt revolutionary. 3 women weaving lives without possessions chains. Yet conflict simmers in sunlit cracks. New Year's at a beach bonfire, a tipsy stranger mistook us for a throuple. Lucky ladies. And the label landed like a spark on dry tinder. London stiffened, retreating to fetch wine. Lily shot me an apologetic glance. Later, in the villa's warmth, London unloaded. It's not jealousy, it's fear. What if this openness erodes us? What if you wake up wanting more? I held her, the fire's glow dancing on our faces. More than you? Never. But Lily. She's the reminder that love expands, doesn't contract. Lily overheard, slipping away quietly. The next day, she confronted me alone on the terrace. I'm the wild card now, Alex. Pushing boundaries you two are still mapping. Maybe I should bow out. No. My hand on hers, platonic fire. You're the depth charge that dredged us up. Stay for the art for us. She searched my eyes, then nodded. For the art, then. Spring unfurled tentative blooms, but betrayal's shadow lingered unbidden. London's firm hit turbulence. A merger gone sour, audits breathing down necks. She withdrew, calls curt, weekends halved. It's temporary, she'd insist, but echoes of old patterns chilled the air. I poured into work, Lily's exhibit looming as anchor. Echoes of us. A series blending our stories. Anonymous portraits of fractured loves mending in Spain's embrace. Prep consumed us. Late nights hanging frames, Lily's intensity a mirror to my fraying edges. One midnight amid sawdust and spotlights, exhaustion cracked me. What if it's not enough? I whispered, tape gun limp in hand. The show us, London slipping again. Lily set down her hammer, drawing me to the floor amid swatches. Then you fight, Alex. Not with fists, with fire. Tell her the truth. You're scared. I did. The next call, London's voice tinny from Madrid. I feel you pulling away again. Like before. Silence then. I'm drowning here, Alex. The pressure. It's killing the spark. Come home, I urged. For the opening. For us. She arrived, diva of hollow-cheeked, but here. The gallery thrummed. Expats in linen, locals in finery, champagne fizzing like nerves. Lily's work shone, a triptych of hands. Mine and London's linked, hers extended in offer. Blurred figures dancing under rain. A solitary silhouette on a balcony turning toward light. Whispers rippled. Raw. Revolutionary. London at my side squeezed my arm. She's brilliant. We're brilliant. The toast, Lily's voice steady. To echoes that become anthems. To loves that bend, not break. Eyes met across the crowd, mine, London's, hers. A pact unspoken. But climax crests unheralded. Post-show buzz, a reviewer cornered Lily. The betrayal motif personal? Her reply off mic but overheard. Every scar's a story. Mine started with a kiss that saved a marriage. The quote hit papers next morn, sensationalized. Fadig confesses. Kiss that nearly toppled lesbian power couple. Phones erupted. London's boss called. Damage control? Friends texted concern. Trolls spewed vitriol online. London stormed the villa at noon, face thunderous. You knew? It's everywhere. I met her fury with calm. It was private. She spoke truth, not malice. Truth. London laughed, brittle. It's humiliation. Our life splashed for clicks. Lily arrived mid-tempest, prints under arm, apologies in her stance. I didn't mean, the interview twisted it. London whirled. Twisted? You lit the match. After everything, the space I gave, the trust, you betray us with sound bites. It's not betrayal. Lily's voice rose, rare fracture. It's art mirroring life. You think I wanted this circus? I wanted healing. Healing. London's eyes blazed. For who? You played savior, then saboteur. I stepped between, hands raised. Enough. This isn't attack, it's echo. The kiss was ours, all three. We own it or it owns us. The room stilled, breaths ragged. London sank to the couch, sobs surfacing. I just want us safe. Not spectacle. Lily knelt, tentative. Safe stagnation. Spectacles where growth lives, messy yes but alive. London looked up, tears carving paths. Did you ever want to take her? From me. Lily's honesty pierced. Every day. But love isn't theft. It's amplification. I want her whole, with you, without. However she shines. The admission disarmed. London extended a hand. Lily took it. I joined, circle closing. We're not power couple, London murmured. We're human, not tangled but tied. Rain pattered again, familiar harbinger. But this time we welcomed it, windows open, washing clean. Summer returned vengeful, heat waves shimmering the coast like a fever dream. mirroring the slow simmer of our mending. The scandal faded faster than flamenco footwork, Spain's media fickle, chasing fresher scandals, leaving us scarred but scarred together. London's firm stabilized. She negotiated remote Fridays, her presence a steady pulse. Lily's exhibit sold out, funding a sabbatical in Greece, but she lingered, her residency extended by gallery acclaim. One more season, she pledged. To tie loose ends. Ties wove intricate now. Mornings. London and I yoga on the terrace, poses sinking like breaths. Lily joined sporadically, her lithe form a counterpoint. Afternoons. Collaborative bursts, me designing exhibit catalogs, Lily shooting, London pitching to U.S. galleries. Evenings. Board games with wine, laughter eclipsing old ghosts. Frida and Diego claimed Lily's lap equally, purring approval. Yet depth demands dissent. My therapist, virtual sessions with Dr. Elena, a Valencia sage, probed the undercurrents. Betrayal's not event, she'd say. It's echo chamber. What resonates for you, Alex? Nights alone with London, I'd confess. The kiss's phantom thrill, not for passion but permission to feel seen. She'd nod, tracing my collarbone. I felt invisible too. In Madrid, climbing ladders while you held home. Lily. She held you. I'm learning to thank her for that. Lily's own confessions came in fragments. Over cliffside picnics, her voice threading wildflowers. I ran from attachments after Vienna, too many symphonies unfinished. You too? You're the coda I didn't know I craved. Not romance, resonance. Resonance built bridges. One August dusk we three hiked to a hidden cove. Turquoise hidden by pines, stripping to swimsuits plunging into chill embrace. Floating weightless London splashed Lily. Truce token. Laughter echoed off rocks. For a breath we were elemental water, sun unarmored souls. But conflict coils eternal. September brought London's promotion VP track, requiring Tokyo liaison. 3 weeks, she assured, packing kimono silk. Video dates promise. Doubt flickered but I tamped it. Lily and I waved her off at Malaga airport. Her kiss lingering duel. Mine fierce, hers teasing. Don't burn Tokyo down without me. The villa side empty again, but Lily's presence buffered. We dove deeper into art. Her mentoring my pivot to illustration. Book covers blooming with Spanish motifs. Gaudy azulejos hiding tender narratives. Your lines have heart now, she'd say, critiquing over espresso. Like you've unclenched. Unclenching invited vulnerability. One storm-lashed night. Echoes of that first deluge. We shared a bottle of Rioja Thunder underscoring truths. I almost left for good after the article, Lily admitted, legs tucked on the rug. Felt like I'd torched your world. You ignited it. I swirled my glass, crimson mirroring pulse. Showed me love's not ledger, debts and credits. Its flow. Her gaze held mine, soft storm. And now? With her away. Now. I miss her. But I'm not lost. Because of you. The air thickened, memory's current pulling. She leaned not to kiss but foreheads touch, anchoring intimacy. We're the unexpected, Alex. Friends who flirt with fate, then choose grace. Grace tested swiftly. Week 2 of London's absence, a package arrived. Tokyo T's haiku scribbled notes. But buried inside a letter, handwritten, trembling script. Alex, the distance here clarifies. I'm scared. Not of work but us. The openness, it's freeing but fragile. What if Lily's echo becomes louder? I love you but I need certainty. Let's talk boundaries when I return. Heart-leaden I showed Lily. Her face shadowed. Boundaries. The walls we build to feel safe, till they suffocate. Or protect. I paced the kitchen, cats scattering. Maybe she's right. We've danced on edges, time to ground. Lily's hurt flashed, then schooled. If grounding means goodbye, say it. I'll surf to the horizon. No goodbyes. I gripped her arms. Just recalibration. London returned tanned and taut, jet-lagged eyes searching. Over airport paella the letter unfolded. Her fears voiced, mine mirrored. I don't want to cage Lily, or you, she said. But I need us as core. Lily joined dinner, sensing the gravity. Conversation circled. Boundaries not barriers, weekly check-ins, no solo overnights, art as ally not escape. Transparency's the glue, Lily proposed. No secrets, just space. Agreement sealed with a toast. To cores that expand. But betrayal's specter once slain resurrects sly. October's full moon brought the gallery's anniversary gala. Black tie under stars, donors swirling like sharks. Lily radiant in emerald silk, her work centerpiece. London and I arm in arm, proud. Yet midway a donor, slick American expat, cornered Lily. Whispers, cards exchanged, his hand lingering on her elbow. I saw from afar irrational spike. Later, tipsy on kava, I confronted. Who was that? Lily arched a brow. Collector. Big fish for the next series. The touch. Jealous. Her tease softened to concern. Alex, it's business. But seed planted, doubt flowered. Nights I'd wake to London's even breaths, mind replaying the elbow graze. Was I projecting? Or had openness invited phantoms? Climax brewed in November chill. Lily's Greece offer formalized, 6 months, islands of myth. Over farewell dinner. Paella laced with saffron tears, she announced. I'm going. Not running, ripening. You've given me roots here. Time to branch. London hugged first. Proud of you. Visit often. My turn fractured. Branch but don't break the bough. Post-departure the villa echoed hollower. London sensed my drift. Missing her already? Missing the mirror she held. Tears hot. What if we slip back, comfortable coma? She pulled me close. Then we fight. With words, with fire. You're my wild, Alex. I won't let it dim. Winter solstice dawn decisions. Dr. Elena urged. Humanistic end? It's not plot twist, it's practice. Choose growth daily. We did. Enrolling in a couple's retreat in Granada. Alhambra shadows fostering dialogues deep as cisterns. London confessed Tokyo's temptations, not flesh but freedom's lure. I admitted Lily's echo as echo, not replacement. We're enough, we vowed. Because we're evolving. Lily's postcards arrived. Santorini blues, scrawled echoes carry. Don't let them fade. We framed them, gallery of graces. Spring's renewal arrived not as conqueror but consort. Vines creeping the villa like veins pulsing life anew. Granada's retreat had alchemized us. London and I. No longer survivors but sculptors. Chiseling a love resilient as Gibraltar rock. Fridays became sacred. Her train from Madrid, my picnic on the promenade. Olives, manchego, maps of dreams undrawn. We talked futures. Perhaps a Madrid pied terra, or Seattle sabbatical. No empires, she joked. Just us, empire builders of ordinary magic. Lily's absence amplified presence. Texts a lifeline, her Greek odyssey fueling our own. Islands teach isolation's illusion, one read. All connected like us. Her series, Mediterranean Mosaics, toured a print gifted. 3 silhouettes against sea, indistinct yet intertwined. Hung above our bed. Talisman against tempests. Yet drama delights in detours. May's heat birthed opportunity. A Seattle gallery scout via Lily's intro offered me a solo show. Andalusian whispers. My illustrations exported home. Elation warred with ache uproot? For art's sake? London's reaction. Unreserved joy. Go. We'll bridge oceans, we've mastered it. But subtext simmered. Her VP ascent accelerating. Madrid's pull tightening. What if paths diverge permanent? Doubts whisper. Betrayal revisited, not by lover but life. I confided in a call to Lily, static lace from Crete. It's exhilarating, terrifying. Like choosing between heartbeats. Her laugh wind-chimed. Choose both. Love's not zero-sum. Fly, Alex. I'll be the wind beneath. The show consumed summer. Sketches shipped, promo calls crossing time zones. London visited Seattle pre-opening. Jet-lag jeté through rain-slick streets, our old haunts rekindling sparks. This city's in your bones, she murmured, Pike Place fog rolling. Don't lose it, or us. Opening night. Gallery aglow, expats mingling with tech bros, my work. Thorned roses, wave-worn lovers drawing gasps. London toasted. To Alex, who whispers what we shout silent. Pride swelled. Later, in our rented loft, love-making slow as unwrapping secrets, reaffirming cores. Return to Spain brought bloom. Lily stateside for her tour's finale, crashing the villa post-Seattle. Reunion. Airport dash, her hug encompassing. Proud doesn't cover it. She beamed, duffel slung. London cooked. Vegan tagine, nod to her Portland roots, and we three debriefed under stars. Shows swapped stories, laughter layering like phyllo. But climax crests in quiet coves. August, a whim. Road trip to Tarifa, windsurfing mecca. Europe's southern tip. Rental van stuffed with boards, bikinis, bodega bounty. Beaches vast. Kites arcing skyward like aspirations. Day 2, post-sunset bonfire. Flames licking driftwood, Atlantic roar. Lily broached the unbroached. Greece clarified. I'm done wandering. Thinking roots here maybe. Gallery wants permanence. London poked the fire, sparks rising. And us? In that equation. Lily's gaze steady. Not equation, ecosystem. Friends, collaborators. The unexpected was always the anchor. Not the storm. I stirred sand with toe. We've built something rare. But sustainable. Silence profound. Then London. It is if we nurture. No more ghosts, just gardeners. Pact renewed. Lily's lease on a nearby casita, joint projects. A photo illustration book on queer expat lives in Iberia. Betrayal's scar? Faint line. Testament to tinsel strength. Fall deepened bonds. London's promotion landed. Flexible hybrid. Madrid Tuesdays only. My book deal followed, Lily co-author. We three launched at a Malaga lit fest. Crowds wrapped, questions probing. How'd you navigate the mess? Lily's mic grab. Mess is metaphor. We chose humanity. Flawed feeling forward. Post-fest villa vigil. Rain again but revelatory. London raised glass. To unexpected saviors. Lily. To loves that liberate. Me. To us mosaic eternal. Winter wrap gentle. Holidays hybrid, Chicago Zoom, then Andalusian Yule, log burning, carols in Spanglish. Lily brought bouzouki strums from Greek haunts. London gingerbread from her mom's recipe. Frida claimed the tree skirt. Diego Lily's strings. New Year's dawn, balcony bathed in rose. We three, coffees steaming, resolutions whispered. London's. Presence over perfection. Lily's. Roots that roam. Mine. Echoes embraced. Year turned as due tides. Spain's sun, witness unwavering. Saw us not as plots end but chapters curve. Humanistic arc. Where betrayal births benevolence, conflict catalyzes compassion. Love, we learned, isn't fairy tale, it's forge. Hammering hearts till they hold, not hurt. In the quiet after, I traced London's sleeping form. Lily's latest print on wall. Three paths converging at sea's edge. Unexpected. Utterly. And utterly ours.